I just read all the statistics about how well your city is doing. I mean, the numbers dropping in a precipitous way is extraordinary, not something that we're used to seeing. And as you said, I'm not hearing any mayor saying, hey, we're perfect yet. We still have work to do. So let me ask you this. When you hear Muriel Bowser, who obviously pushed back hard on what he had to say about her city, she's proud of her city. She believes the millions of people who visit there every year enjoy her city. But she said, we're going to try to work with them, see how we can use them. Do you see a role? Could you see a role if the president wanted to send federal troops, ATF, DEA, other folks, in a sense, to backfill what you already have?
Well, this is the reality. All of us work with our federal partners every day. I just stood with my local FBI special agent in charge just a few weeks ago. But this is not what the president is talking about. And we all have to be reminded that many of these local agencies who've been working alongside our police to deal with the stuff that they signed up to do, ATF, FBI, they signed up to deal with violent drug organizations, gun traffickers, all of those folks have been taken off that to go on this barrage of focusing on immigration just because people are working, right? Not even focusing on the violent immigrants. Does not fall prey to this mind trick that the president is doing. If the president wanted to do it that way, they would just do it the way that it happens every single day in American cities, allowing those local agents in charge to work and bring folks in to already having the investigations that are already underway, to working alongside these folks, not trying to militarize, not trying to come in and be the big bad president. This is a distraction tactic. Every mayor in the country works with their federal law enforcement partners, including me. And what we've been able to do, and as I said before, the president could learn a lot about leadership from what these mayors are doing. They have brought together the law enforcement community, the legal community, the community itself, with all the work going around community violence intervention, all together to work united as a united front to deal with violence in these cities. And what the president is talking about is putting that at risk. And when the funding cuts that they have been doing is putting that at risk, this is what we should be doing, working together as we always have and expanding that work.
The governor of your state, Wes Moore, who, of course, is a veteran. He understands how the National Guard works. He put out a statement saying the move lacks seriousness and is deeply dangerous. So I wonder if you've had conversations with him about potentially formulating a plan for if or when the president would make additional moves in your city.
Yeah, listen, I talk to my fabulous governor almost every day, and we're going to be prepared to take whatever actions we have to take legally or otherwise when and if that day comes. But right now, we will not be distracted from the reality and the most important thing, that we continue this historic reduction of violence in our city. This is not just a pet issue for us. This is not just a right now issue for us. This is an everyday, every moment issue, and we will not allow the president or anyone else to distract us from that, because yes, we are safer than we have been on record, but we're not safe enough for me, because I will not rest until not just here in Baltimore, but every city is having a discussion that we're not talking about murder, that we're not talking about shootings. But if the president wanted to help, there are some things that he could do. He could outright go to his friends at Glock and get rid of Glock switches. He could outright ban assault rifles that only should be used by the military. He could outright say that we're going to not allow ghost guns to be built in this country. But he won't do that because this is just about talk for him, not about real action that can save lives.
You know that this is not the first time he has targeted your city. During his first term, he very famously referred to Baltimore as a disgusting rat and rodent-infested mess. He called it more dangerous than conditions at the southern border. At the time, his attacks were condemned as racist. What do you think is happening here now? Do you hear that again because the population is majority black?
Well, listen, every single city that he called out yesterday has a black mayor. If anybody thinks that's a coincidence, you're wrong. And we know that, right? We know that we've heard these racist kind of comments and strategies before, right? We know that this happens, but for us, we're not surprised by that. We know that folks, when they look and see black mayors around the country are actually winning on the issue that they want to talk about, or how high violence is in these black-led cities. But when you look, we're having the success of historic lows under black leadership, black mayor leadership across the country. And that should be something that should be uplifted. We should be helping those mayors expand that success, not trying to degrade them simply because they're not in your party. And this shouldn't be a partisan issue. I am the grandson of a Republican pig farmer from North Carolina, and he will be embarrassed at the state of his party today.
Mayor Brandon Scott, thank you so much. I know you're very busy, and we appreciate you taking the time.
Thank you.